sport fans, welcome to another great night of EuroLeague Basketball. Riccardo Vianello for EuroLeague TV, and together with me, the legendary coach, Dan Peterson.
Well, Ricardo and all sports fans watching here on EuroLeague TV, good evening to everybody, and we're just 10 minutes away from the European League Final. EuroLeague Final between Maccabi Tel Aviv, who will be in their classic traditional yellow jerseys in this game, and CSKA, which is also pronounced CSKA, according to the Russian pronunciation, from Moscow in their traditional red jersey. So neither team had to give up its traditional home color, if we want it. Its traditional favorite color, yellow for Maccabi, red for CSKA Moscow. This should be a great game. Two great coaches, Zvi Sherp and Ettore Messina. Sherp has been to a number of Final Fours. He and Messina have faced each other 6 times. 5 wins for Messina, 1 win for Zvi Sherp. But those were in double encounters, home and home, in the previous European leagues. That doesn't mean a thing tonight, okay? This is a one-game deal, and Maccabi is ready to play. Now, favored, I would have to say CSKA is favored. And their great strength, aside from their talent, their great coaching, is their great mentality. They play 40 minutes, Rick. You know, you're a coach, you know this. If you play 39 minutes against CSKA, you lose. But Maccabi plays 40 minutes. So two teams will play all out for 40 minutes. I don't know if Maccabi has enough firepower to beat CSKA, but they'll certainly put it on the floor, as CSKA cannot afford any bad stretches in the game.
As coach just said, Maccabi will play for 40 minutes, and they show it on the semifinal game when they found themselves in a deep hole, in a very bad situation. They were down even 18 points against Montepaschi Siena.
18 in the first half, Rick, and then, what was it, 17 in the second half, something like that? They were really down.
Then Coach Sherp started mixing up and juggling with the lineups, using up to 11 players in the first half, and he finally found a way to play what it is called the small ball, which means a small lineup with 3 guards and 2 forwards, and creating mismatch all over the court, forcing Siena to collapse inside the lane, and that opened the way to the 3-point shot, which was a huge weapon.
We won 4 EuroLeagues.
Well, of course, it is likely that they will have to use
We've been to every
this
Final
weapon
Four, every
once
Final
again,
Four.
because
Here we go again.
CSKA
Here we
is
go
too
again.
big, too strong a team, and so they will probably be looking to create more matches.
Well, yeah, and they want to free their 3-point shooters, and as you know, and as we saw here 2 nights ago, guys off the bench like Derek Sharp hit a couple of threes there in the third quarter. David Blutenhoff hit 2 more threes in the third quarter. Alex Garcia came and hit 3 and also played some great basketball. So to be sure, kept looking and looking and looking. Here's Garcia playing great ball. We can see this in the replay here from the other day. So they're ready to go now. They're going to introduce
Maccabi Tel Aviv. Maccabi Tel Aviv.
Just under 7 minutes to play
Coming up.
to start the game. So we're going to see a great game. It's a classic matchup. Let's not forget that by the narrowest of margins, Ettore Messina and the CSKA team 2 years ago beat Maccabi Tel Aviv and Coach Pete Gerson at the time for the European title. So it's a little bit of a, I don't want to say revenge match, okay, but they'd like to kind of see if they can undo that a little bit for Maccabi.
2 huge European powerhouses, 2 of the elite team of the continent. Maccabi has been here in the Final Four 10 times and CSKA Moscow 9 times, but consider that in this move, they both have been to the Final Four 7 times. And this is the 3rd Final Four in a row for CSKA. Take a look at the introduction of the
Well, yeah. A lot of fans from Moscow. Now we see all the yellow jerseys. They're easy to see. The red ones are a little bit harder to see, but we can see them down in the end zone down there behind where Maccabi will be shooting in the first half. And there are a lot of people here from Moscow. That's a long trip, okay? And so is Tel Aviv to get here. So these fans really follow this team, and we should have a great audience for the whole thing this season.
Maccabi Tel Aviv in the final of the European Championship that's a situation that happened a lot of times throughout the years. You've been there, you've been coaching against Maccabi.
Yes.
What is it like facing him? It's like a traditional opponent for any big club in Europe. Is it somehow the staple you have to overcome if you want to get to the end?
Yeah, we did. When I coached Milan, we played them twice in '83. We were able to win both games, including down at Tel Aviv. But no, we played them more than that. We split in '86 and we split in '87. So 4 out of 6 we were able to win. But I can tell you this: every single game, we won one game my last year down in Tel Aviv by 18. But all of the other games, they come back to Milan and they beat us by 15. So they don't know the meaning of the word fear. And here we have interview with Zavi Sheriff, the coach of Maccabi.
Sometimes it's bench players, good players. It's very difficult to coach, succeed always, find the right days, right days, the atmosphere, the final game affecting everybody in a different way, but I don't care from who I will get the points. I want to get them.
Okay, coach.
And now after Messina.
Predictable team without great leader, but with 12 players effective.
Yeah, but I feel they're better. They're first shot, which win all the others. Have a great leadership role. For sure, the flat and angles. We need to be ready to be upset at the same time. Especially with only one day, it was a waste of time. Focus on their strategy, on their game. I think we take on the quality of our basketball. If we do that, we have a chance. If we don't do that, regardless of what we might have prepared, it's not going to work. So we hope to have enough personality, enough talent, enough organization to possibly.
So, coach, as we said before, matchup between two great teams, a lot of great players, and two great coaches. Ettore Messina, arguably the best coach in Europe. Maybe.
Yeah.
Coach Sheriff arrived during the year for Coach Oded Katash and did an unbelievable job in turning the season around.
Super. Both the EuroLeague season and they were not doing well in Israel either. So these are two coaches that have a lot of Final Four experience. Every time Ettore Messina coaches an event, he goes to the final. So, he knows about finals. He's not worried about that. He's a very demanding coach. We can see him right there in the screen. And these are images from a couple of years ago, okay, when they were able to win with Vujicic and from Maccabi Tel Aviv. But it was a great game, as we remember. And Maccabi, coached by, at that time, Pini Gershon, was the reigning European champion 2 years in a row. So for Ettore Messina to win that game, that was a tremendous accomplishment. Here's a great shot by Smota. So this is Papaloukas playing right there in front of his own fans. So great win for Ettore. But that means nothing tonight. They know that, and so does Papaloukas, and so does Messina. They're getting ready. There's just under 2 minutes to go in the game pre-game right now. We'll be tipping off in 1 minute and 40 seconds, and this should be, as Zavi Sheriff said, it's a super classic. It's like any game you want to say, Real Madrid, Barcelona, or whatever you want to say in sports. You follow college basketball, North Carolina, Duke, and so forth. Whatever you want to say, this is it.
And Maccabi Tel Aviv was believed to be, I will not say the weakest, but for sure it was not the favorite in the 4 teams of the Final Four.
No.
But they show a great mental strength in the semifinal, so nobody can give them for beating up tonight.
No.
If CSKA has a slight, I would say not advantage, but it's slightly considered a favorite. But as Coach Messina said, in one game, anything can happen. There's not really a
Kokolakinas, Yerrezuelo, and Gozais are the referees tonight. Now, the thing about this is, you're right, CSKA started back, but don't forget, they came out of that tough group, okay? 3 of the 4 teams in this Final Four came out of that group, so they were kind of hidden away there. People didn't see them because of other teams that were more quoted, more famous, whatever you want to say. Starting line for Maccabi, Bynum tonight, Yotam Halperin, Compagnia, Morse, they're out there. So they're going to have their best lineup from the start of the game. Let's see who Ettore Messina is going to go out there with. He doesn't start off with Papaloukas, as we know. I don't think he'll do it in this game. And now Caspi will also start for Maccabi. Young kid. There, J.R. Holden. Hey, Holden in lineup tonight. Langdon, Smotas, Sisauskas, Anderson. So we're not going to see Papaloukas in the starting five.
So, Coach, the first thing that we can notice is that CSKA is going with their traditional starting lineup.
Yes.
While Coach Sheriff decides to bring Will Bynum from the beginning, when during most of the EuroLeague and during the semifinal, he was the energizer off the bench.
Yeah.
So what
Well,
does it mean in strategy?
I think he might have seen something in the semifinal that said, hey, this is a card I've got to play in the final, you know. So no question about it, he's going to try to do that. So he's going to have Bynum, Vujicic, Terrence Morris, Caspi, Halperin in the starting five. So he is going with basically his traditional starting five, but he'll also have Derek Sharp and those guys coming off the bench, and they're dangerous, as we saw last night. They turned the game around against Mensana, Montepaschi, Siena. They did a great job.
And we met Will Bynum during these days. He's showing great confidence. Remember, this is a guy who has already been to the Final Four, both with Maccabi and also in his college career. And he is a proven player in this kind of clutch situation. Maybe not exactly the classical point guard who makes the team play, but he is fierce. He attacks the lane. Yeah. He's a great scorer, and he proved a great boost to his team during the semifinal.
Yeah, well, he's a little guy. Now, sometimes he forces too much, Rick, as we know, and he gets himself in trouble. He gets under with the big guys and gets a shot block or gets a turnover, but he made the crucial basket that decided the game against Siena. In fact, it was a three-point play. Well, Rick, here we go. It's in your hands now, my man. It's the jump ball. They're going up. Terrence Morris, David Anderson. Go get him.
Everything is ready for tip-off. And David Anderson, Morris, and Morris gives Maccabi Tel Aviv the first possession of the game. So we have Bynum guarded by J.R. Holden. They played a screen and roll as the first situation. Now Bynum will look for Morris down in the low post. Good defense by Anderson. Vujicic back to Bynum. 10 to shoot in the first action. Smoley is helping out outside the three-point range. And Vujicic with the first shot, and he makes it too.
Well, remember now he has a brace in his knee. He's not 100% now. Remember he had a charge the other day in the first play of the game. This gives him confidence.
That's a long two for Vujicic. Now Sisauskas, and they go to Smoley. Sisauskas, Gerald, David Anderson. Watch out for a turnaround jumper. There he goes. This shot, and Vujicic with a rebound.
Vujicic is playing very well at the start of this game. I don't know if his knee can hold up, but good defense and Anderson and a nice rebound.
There he is, Vujicic feeding Caspi inside lane. The basket is good, and Caspi will go to the line for the initial.
Well, Caspi's a great young prospect, as we know, okay? And so here's an excellent pass from Vujicic, who is a superb passer, and Caspi lays it up very sweetly, gently on the glass and lets the ball fall in. That's what you're supposed to do. Nice little start for Maccabi, but it's early on in the game. It's 5-0. Nice play by Caspi. Nice pass by Vujicic. Vujicic is playing well. He's the key for Maccabi.
CSKA Moscow now hitting the ball with Bear. To Sisauskas outside the one lane. Alperi working the passing lane. Making the pass to Smoley. So CSKA will inbound from the side.
Yeah, now Alperi did not have a great game the other day, okay? So he's due to play pretty well tonight, I think.
Watch for J.R. Holden shooting the three. Miss and another rebound from Vujicic.
Yeah, Vujicic is on it. Now they got to watch his leg and how he's reacting if he runs out of gas. We'll have to take him out.
Alfred got it by Treasure Landon. Back pass to Morris, and it's a turnover.
Yeah, bad turnover. Bad. Halperin picked up his dribble. A very bad play. I told you Halperin didn't play too well the other night. Got himself, you cannot pick up that dribble unless it's absolutely necessary.
And turnovers might be one of the keys to this game.
Yeah.
Because both teams are very active on the defensive side, especially CSKA, whose defense is a traditional trademark of that.
Oh, yeah. Well, Messina's probably the best defensive coach in Europe. His guys play great defense for 40 minutes.
Demonstrated on relation, now the defensive switches. Matthias Loh is wide open, missing another one.
Oh, yeah. He won't miss too many of those, Rick, as you and I both know. And they made a mistake letting him have that shot.
He has had a terrific, horrible shooting night in the semifinal for three-point range, 0 for 9. Now an offensive foul for the team
That's his problem. He goes in there with all those big guys. He's just a little guy. He shouldn't be doing that, you know. So he needs to create and then pick his spot for Dragon, not force it in there.
Defense, now they go to Trajan Lendon, the Alaskan assassin.
Yeah,
there we go.
They're in the game now. They need to get the lid off the basket. Nobody better to do that than Trey Jetline.
Anytime they need a crucial one, they go to Lendon, Oshis, Kauskas, two clutch players.
They made the All-European League team. First team.
Siskauskas was the MVP of the EuroLeague this year. Now another Siskauskas steals the ball.
Yeah.
And Ceskas back. Matthias Moldis banking now against Vujicic. Outside to Langdon. Langdon attacking the lane. And Moldis stolen.
Yeah, Caspi blocked the shot. Langdon is creating offense. He hit a three and then he faked this time. There he goes. We're seeing him go in. Let's see if it's a foul. Yeah, he got him on the out.
Coach Messina said that Smolnys, Anderson, and Langdon are the leaders of this team because they help him coach the rest of the players.
Well, that's a great comment. You need leaders like that.
This is the fourth time that Coach Messina goes to the final with Trajan Langdon and the fifth with Smolnys.
They've been with him in Virtus, Bologna, Benetton, Treviso, and everywhere. He knows good people when he sees them, and he gets them on his team. Tie game. Well, it's 6-5. Maccabi's still ahead by 1.
5 points for Trajan Langdon. What a start for him. Now Halperin will play the human game. Kaspi will go to Vujicic. 9 to shoot. He'll play 1-on-1 in the low post against Moldis. Shot fake. Moldis stays on the feet. Halperin forced to take his best shot. One rebound for Langdon.
Yeah, the defense. I'm seeing right at the start of the game now CSKA's famous defense, and they just are like a pressure cooker. They increase the pressure as the game goes on, and they've already got Maccabi figured out.
Siskauskas running off screen, all the way up. David Anderson with a rebound, with another offensive board. Fake, and layup.
Yeah, they've got it going now. It's now 7-5 in favor of CSKA Moscow. Will Bynum forces. Not a good shot. He hit it with his fist. You cannot do that. You cannot hit it with your fist. And can you believe that an American player doesn't know that rule? You cannot hit it with your fist. You must hit it with an open hand. That's the rule any place in the world.
2-point lead for CSKA Moscow. Team coached by Anthony Messina. And the new arrived right today. Coach Messina signed for 2 more years with CSKA Moscow. So he will coach here once again. That's a great news for the fans of CSKA.
Yeah.
And a traffic violation.
Yeah, well, Zvi Sherp is calling the game. Hey, Zvi, they already called traveling, okay? I mean, and he isn't traveling right there, and then he traveled, okay? Well, we're seeing the replay, but they put the ball in play again here. Now, Bynum, his team is down. He's got to create something, but they're playing very limited basketball so far.
Let's take a look at Vujicic, giving the ball to Terrence Morris. Kaspi inside the lane, attacking Siskauskas.
Yeah, well, they've got to get that. That's a mismatch. Kaspi's bigger than Siskauskas. Siskauskas good at it. 7-7, 6 minutes to go in the first quarter.
4 points from Kaspi. Nice start for him. Now Anderson, ball reversal to Siskauskas. 2-man game with David Anderson. Now he will attack Kaspi. Try to give him a taste of his own medicine. Rebound Siskauskas. Attack him. The fake and 2 points for him.
Wonderful basket by Siskauskas. He missed his shot. Went in and stayed active. Got the rebound. Put it back in. And Maccabi should have had the rebound. Bynum
all the way with the left hand. Bench shot and the foul and the free throw coming.
Well, he tied it up again, 9-9. Now he's going to get a free throw. Now Will Bynum, he's a barometer of this team. He has to pick his spots. Now he picked that well, obviously. He got in. Look at how he could get off the floor. Very nice touch with his left hand. And Will Bynum is good. Here he goes. He picks that spot, protects the ball, takes the foul, makes the shot. Nice play by Will Bynum.
You see him at the line shooting 1. Usually a very good free throw shooter.
Every free throw counts. These games are also often decided by free throws.
And he makes it. 1-point lead Maccabi Tel Aviv.
Yeah, they're staying in the game, but I see CSKA's defense tightening up here.
Now Holden with the ball on the side. He'll try to get Matthias Moldis in the low post. Inside the lane. A couple of fakes blocked by Kaspi. But Moldis stays there and gets a foul.
Yeah, they're really doing a great job on the offensive court. Vujic has got the first 2 rebounds that came right to him, but in the traffic, he's having trouble. And Caspi and Morris are going to have to do what they can to get more rebounds for Steve Sherp. He's going to have to come in with somebody to help out because they're getting killed on the board.
Great job by Blair Roden, involving all the 4 teammates in the game so far. Now
they're running their offense. You're right, Rick. They're coming down and they're executing a lot better than Maccabi right now in the execution. The scoreboard doesn't show it. If he gets those free throws, it's a tie game, but they're executing better than Maccabi. Well, here comes Papaloukas.
Comes in for Siskauskas and Marcus Goree
for Smodis. Well, Etchery's starting to rotate his guys. 5th minute, okay, 5 minutes and 13 to go in the first quarter. He's got some new people in there.
We'll find him once again, handling the ball. Let's see what the game is doing. Again, the ball to Vujic. Terrence Moore, the same situation they just played. Now to Bynum rolling off speed. 2-man game. Bynum finding Vujic. And it's called palming of the ball.
Yeah, well, 2 tremendous mistakes by Maccabi. One by Morris, punching the ball with his closed fist. You cannot do that. And then Bynum with his turnover. You can't make turnovers against CSKA. They will not forgive that.
Orlando running off the baseline screen.
Yeah, well, they're going to run those things. If you're going to stay, you can't be making fouls. Like now they got an inbounds play underneath. It's 10-10. But CSKA is squeezing the life out of them here. They better be careful.
Papaloukas finds Holden. Wide open tray from the corner. He drains it.
Yeah, I knew it. That was that inbounds play. They're very good on that, and they're up 3 now, 13-10. This game has already got its personality defined. Maccabi is suffering on offense.
Alfred Vujic attacks one-on-one Marcus Goree, who's not with good balance on his feet. And commits a foul.
Well, Vujic is a threat from outside, as you know, Rick. So he shows you that fake shot, and you've got to get up on your feet, and that's fatal.
Alfred will play a 2-man game with Vujic once again. Now Alfred goes over inside the lane.
That shot.
That shot, that rebound Devin Anderson.
This game has already taken on a personality here, Rick. Maccabi is in trouble. They may not know it, but I know it. They're in big trouble.
Langdon for 3 again, and another
three. This game has taken on a personality here.
Imagine Langdon was start for 8 points.
It was 5-0, and from that point on, it's 16-5 for CSKA. Well, they needed that 3.
Terrence Morris answering back to the 3-point line.
They needed that. They needed oxygen. Well,
Terrence Morris selected in the best
starting
lineup of the EuroLeague, the all-EuroLeague team. First quintet. 13-16, 3-point lead CSKA. With less than
could be a zone. Could be a zone. No.
Anderson finding Langdon. 1-on-1 against Garcia. David Anderson, turnaround jumper.
You cannot let CSKA come down and run their offense. They'll kill you with this, and they're doing it right now. They're up 5. They got this game under control.
Look at this guy, Alex Garcia, coming off the bench.
Yeah, well, he's much better than Halperin. He gave them life the other day, and he gave them 2 points here with a nice penetration.
And a nice dish from Caspi for 6 points already.
Doing real well.
David Anderson now, back to Langdon. And wait, CSKA, we did the ball reversal. And all players touching the ball. That's great teamwork. Tell Papaloukas, good turnaround today. Doesn't go, but it was a good shot. Garcia attacking the lane, finding Caspi once again, and a foul.
Yeah, foul. Well, Caspi is really playing well here. Great job, and also getting Garcia in the game. Real good move by Coach Steve Sherp. He knew what he needs.
In the crowd with his energizing play.
Yeah. Now we've got Vujic going to the bench. Okay, 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. They've got to measure out his minutes. There's no question about it. Batista's in the game for it.
First foul for Trajan Langdon, and Matthias Morris is back for David Anderson. Now Caspi at the line, shooting 2.
Oh, you cannot miss free throw.
Short.
And that was short. Hit the front rim. Bounce right back.
Young player at the line. Let's see if he can make the second.
Does not have good free throw shooting technique. Very bad technique. Very short arm, they call it. Short arm technique, not good at all, and he gave back 2 points. Wow.
Papaloukas looking for Ramona Sisnauskas. The ball was deflected and touched by Sisnauskas.
Yeah, he touched it last, no question about it. It happened right in front of us. We saw it.
Yellow ball, Bynum, Garcia, the backcourt for Maccabi Tel Aviv. They run the screen with Batista. Now another screen for Morris. Bynum attacking 1-on-1. And the foul is on J.R. Olden.
Yeah, now Bynum was pretty good there. He over-dribbled. That's dribbling too much for you fans that may not know what over-dribbling means. So he's dribbling too much, but he picked a good spot. He went in there and he got where a guy had to foul him. Holden is talking to the referee. Not sure what he's talking about.
So both teams are already in the bonus. Now on every foul will be 2 free throws.
Well, Will Bynum. And Maccabi is in big trouble. It's only +3 for CSKA. But I'm telling you, Rick, they're in trouble.
But I had made 19 of the last 22 free throws entering the final 4.
Yeah.
What a bad timing for missing one.
Yeah. And 2.
How about missing 2?
4 straight free throws missed by Maccabi. That is not good.
Now CSKA playing with a double high post configuration. Foul is called. Marcus Gori will have a couple of free throws now. Montigo Cummings in for Will Bynum.
Now who's going to make the plays for him?
Cummings started yesterday in the semifinal, and then after Bynum had such a great year, we can see a lot of Cummings.
Well, here comes CSKA. They're up 4. They're going to go up 5 with this free throw, and they're already rolling out. Maccabi is digging themselves out of another holding. 5 points up, and they're in trouble. Montigo Cummings, what do you think? A playmaker? I'm not so sure.
Well, not a classic, not a prototype point guard. Let's see if he tries to get his teammates involved.
Dribbling way too much. He finally gave the ball to Garcia.
Finding Garcia. They go back down low to Esteban. Batista playing 1-on-1 against Marcus Gori. Turnaround move, left-handed player.
Oh, I'm surprised at that. I'm not a big fan of his, but he did a real nice job there. And he used his left. He started in one way, good footwork, good use of his left hand. Very nice move.
Look, I think he has a good footwork.
Yes.
Absolutely has to improve his because a big man will draw a lot of fouls. Yeah, he's not a good football shooter.
No, he.
Screen and roll on transition. Now Morris to Garcia attacking the lane.
Bad shot. Bad shot.
Remember, he's a left-handed guy.
Bad selection.
Now Holden, hesitation, attacking the lane, blocked by Morris. But no good. I think a foul will be called.
Yeah. And you can't. Yeah, there he goes, right there. He held his right shoulder. Good call by the referee. And JR, he's an experienced guy. Free throws are no news to him. And Maccabi has hurt itself. 4 straight free throws missed. Well, finally, CSKA misses a free throw. I'm surprised by that. A guy can miss a free throw, but
17-20, 1:35 to go in the first quarter. Let's see if the rest of the game with a 4-point lead. Yesterday, 17-21. And Zizis is in for Gerald.
Yeah, JR's coming out right now. Well, we know Zizis. He can play it. He's a playmaker.
This team is sacrificing a little bit of his offensive game. Just has so many offensive weapons. So he plays a lot of D and tries to be a true playmaker. Now Batista attacks 1-1 again.
Well, that's going to be a two-shot foul. It was a foul before the shot, but he made a nice driving hook anyway. We at least saw what he can do, and he's playing very well. I've seen games where he has not played well at all, but he's playing pretty well right now.
This is a moment in which he has to prove himself.
Well, here comes Blumenthal also. They're going to get some firepower on the court. Well, finally Maccabi makes a free throw. Like you said, he's not that good.
Making the first free throw. Let's see if he can make them both. There he goes.
2 for 2, and he's out. Give me a cut. Caspi's out. Blumenthal's in. They're going to lose Caspi's inside game, but Blumenthal's also a good rebounder, Rick, as we know. He can get up, and he's a threat from outside, and they're going to need some of it. And they've got him guarding Papaloukas, a bigger guy. Papaloukas, they don't want Papaloukas posting up the low post.
Stauskas with the ball.
Oh, good steal.
A great steal by Garcia.
Oh, really good.
Vitor Yapa also in from CSKA.
Yeah.
Now Cummings looking for Morris. Morris in the low post looking for Yapa. Nice.
Beautiful move by Terrence Morris, and this game's tied. I kind of thought CSKA was going to blow it open here, but you've got to give Maccabi credit. They're fighters.
Terrence Morris is like a silent killer. Oh, Papa, look, what an education move. He misses the layup and then throws it down. He will go to the line.
Yeah, they didn't get in front of him, but boy, once he turns the corner, man, he's gone. Okay, he doesn't slow down for anything.
But Garcia stealing that ball, and Garcia said that he was trying to bring defensive effort in this game, but he already is a defensive man. He's working defensively and one-on-one
He's very good at that. He's an athlete also, and he can create. We've seen him pass in and make a couple of shots. Papaloukas, he's not going to miss any free throws.
in the back there. As we said before, Terrence Morris is kind of a silent killer. Whenever Maccabi needs something, he does get a basket here, a one shot there,
very good.
Rebound there.
Well, he missed a free throw. Wow. Great rebound by Batista. Well, we saw Terrence Morris make that dunk tap in Milan at the buzzer to beat Milan by one. He was right there when he needed. He made a great alley-oop last night against Siena, so he's there.
Now Montigo Cummings again trying to feed Batista. Bad shot, but he grabs his own rebound. A lot of contact, no foul call. Ball is wet.
You go in there in a European League final, boy, you better be expecting contact. Sure, there's contact. But you got to make that shot. He did a good job getting the rebound, but hands everywhere in the ball. Last 18 seconds of the first quarter. CSKA's up by one, and they want the last shot.
Papaloukas now going for the two-man game with Smolvis. All the way, Theo finding Riapa from the corner. This is the trade.
First quarter's over, 22-21 in favor of CSKA Moscow.
You're watching a replay of the 2008 Final Four on EuroLeague.tv. Be sure to subscribe to see a new champion crowned live from May 11th to the 13th at the 2012 Turkish Airlines EuroLeague Final Four in Istanbul.
The EuroLeague Final Four, live on EuroLeague TV for only €9.99.
This thing is heating up big style.
Hang on to your hand. It's a reverse jam by Papa Nicolau.
They are going to the Final Four in Istanbul, Turkey.
You better not bring it in here.
Juan Carlos Navarro.
The best of European basketball, live on EuroLeague TV, just one click away. This is the Final Four.
Get him back in there later. And he did a
right balance.
Yeah, he did a real nice job of that 2 days ago against Siena because he got well by him in there. Then he brought him off the bench, put him in the game. Then he took him out. He kept him till late in the game, and his late basket was really crucial.
We also have to take a look to keep an eye on the foul trouble because as good and deep is Maccabi's bench, I believe that CSKA has something of an edge from that point of view because
yes, they do.
CSKA bench probably is the deepest in the
also, they only have 5 fouls overall. You know, Gori has 2 fouls, so he's the only guy with more than 1 foul. So they're okay in the foul situation. And like you say, somebody fouls out, that's not a big deal for CSKA Moscow. They come in with somebody else who's just as good.
And David Blumenthal, coach, is another key player for Maccabi. He comes off the bench as a 7th or 8th man.
Yeah,
he can play all positions from the 2 spot to the 4 spot.
And look what he's doing. He's guarding Papaloukas. Not an easy job.
But later we'll probably see him guarding a big man.
Nice overplay. But if I were Coach Fischer, I would put Batista Garcia on Papaloukas.
Let's see what happens now with this ball in Smoley's hands. Back to Zigis. 11 seconds to shoot. Papaloukas calling the double high post. Ball goes to Smoley. Corner, so now Zigis attacking, finding Anderson. Two-pointer at the buzzer. Miss, and another rebound for Batista.
Well, pretty good defense by Maccabi. They made CSKA work there. I'm kind of surprised to see that CSKA was running their offense. Well, here's an easy shot.
He missed the three.
Nice tap. Batista's doing a great job. I'm not a big fan of his, or I have not been. But wow, he's an impact guy off the bench tonight. And Blutov missed his shot, but his teammate getting the rebound, making the basket, that'll give him confidence.
4 defensive rebounds, CSKA, 1 for Maccabi. But Batista very active on the boards. Now Anderson with his silky shot.
You just cannot get David Anderson 2 shots like that in a row. He's really a good shooter from that 4-meter range, 4.5 meters. He's excellent.
He's a lot of years, very years of Anderson.
Yeah.
A very good player.
Much improved. Pretty good circulation here by CSKA. They're not going to give Blumenthal any shots.
Morris attacking the lane all the way.
Well, I'm surprised to see CSKA beaten by a drive. You have a hard time driving on that. I don't know if Blumenthal can stop Papaloukas. I have some doubts. He's kind of laying back off Papaloukas.
Papaloukas, three-pointer for him.
Yeah, well, he's a champion. And he kind of wanted to run the pick and roll with Smotas. They said, nah, I'm open, I'll take the shot.
This is one of the strengths of this CSKA Moscow is they play a lot of screen and roll on the side, forcing the team to switch, and then they beat you on the switch.
Yeah, they're very good at reading that.
Cummings finding Batista once again.
Wow, Batista, what a game he's played so far. I don't know if he can keep this up, but it's 27 all. They're tie game at 27, and he's one of the huge reasons for them.
Reverse layup.
Oh, he's in trouble there.
Terrible pass by Mango. Inside the lane. Finds Papaloukas again. Misses three. Anderson is there. But Garcia is there. And the foul is called on home.
Well, great rebound in traffic, which are the kind of rebounds you have to get here, okay? Garcia did a great job of getting in there, getting that rebound in traffic. Tremendous piece of work.
Scouts are holding our back into the ball. They're really enjoying and after against Siena, they were in deep trouble for the first half, right?
Well, they were having trouble here with CSKA at the start, and now they're doing a better job.
Chico Cummings, first shot of this game, missed, and who goes with the tip-in?
10 points for Batista. Really a nice job, and I can't believe it. Maccabi's up by 2 points here.
29-27, 7 minutes to go.
Nice pass inside. Real nice job by Smotas of using his body. Look at it here in the replay of blocking out his guy, and Morris just lets him catch the ball in there. You cannot do that to Smotas. It's 29-29 and a free throw for Matthias Smotas. Two great teams going against each other. Man, oh man. We got Eliao coming in here. Yeah, Morris didn't do a good job there. Scherf has got a good read on the game. Man, you don't get in front of Smotas, you're coming out.
9:30. Cummings, Garcia, a lot of minutes for Garcia.
You got to look at Maccabi. Their entire second team is on the floor. They don't care. Whoever can win, that's what they want.
Cummings, Batista, man on the bench so far for Maccabi. Turnaround move, maybe a turnover, but Eliahu is there. Batista is there. Big fight, but CSKA comes out.
Yeah, big play for CSKA. They got a nice job there. Beautiful defensive job by Cummings, who stripped the ball out of Smotas. Smotas doesn't think so. But here's the play on the basket. They're trying to save the ball. Yeah, Eliao did not do a good job of going up with his elbow first and then the ball. Showed him the ball right away. the bonus yet, but you cannot give CSKA the ball out of bounds under the basket. Let's see if it's a side inbound. They're deadly on those, okay? Yes, and he'll be a threat to receive. Wow. Coming around, catching and shooting on the move. No defense for that. Great job by Trajan Knight.
What a terrific player. Now Garcia will try for Maccabi.
They've stopped Blumenthal. He has not been a threat.
The defensive switch and he wants to attack Smodis. Garcia will go all the way. Ooh, but Angel Langdon is there.
Horrible play. Horrible play by Garcia. He went in and forced something he should not have forced. They should be looking for Blumenthal right now. He's the only real outside player. CSKA. And a little bit of a discussion between the referees here. Well, to be sure, he's a little worried here. He's taking a timeout. He wants to talk to his team.
Coach, I would say that so far, Turkish has been really terrific impact on offense and on defense on both ends of the court.
Yeah, he's come up with a couple of possessions and 11 points here. That's big work.
And Esteban Batista on the other side for Maccabi is the surprise of the bench so far. Vujicic had a very nice start, but then Batista came in and did even better.
Well, yeah, they've had some help off the bench. They're going to need some help from their big guys. You cannot beat CSKA unless your big people come through, because they've got David Anderson, they've got Smotas, they can come in with Goree. Sisauskas can play big. They're really strong.
5:34 to go in the second quarter. 4-point lead Moscow. And what a nice and interesting game. Remember, never give Maccabi for granted. They already proved that they can come back from any deficit. And Coach, it would be interesting to see if Coach goes to the small lineup in the first half.
Well,
tries to keep the weapon for the second.
I don't know. He's down 4, and it doesn't look good for him right now, okay? But if you go with the small lineup against CSKA, don't forget their big guys like Anderson and Smotas. They are excellent at playing small if they have to, okay? So they can hurt you with that. They're very agile. They're good ball handlers. They're good shooters. They can hit from outside, so they're a threat to do anything here. This is a big possession for Maccabi here.
Bynum and Vujicic back for Coach Scherf.
Yeah, he's mixing his guys in there as well as he can.
Double high post for Maccabi. Bynum goes all the way. What a circus shot.
Yeah, well, that was a 4 shot. He's very fortunate, but he brought him from -4 to -2 here. It went in, so he's right. He better guard and hold him. That's his big job.
21-3. Now Sisauskas will play 1-on-1. Tries to find a man.
Yeah, nice deflection by Garcia. They're going to have an inbound from the deep corner there. 9 seconds to get the shot up that they can do. Oh, they just, Bynum got himself beat there, and that's the problem with Will Bynum, okay? He's not a complete player. He just got taken apart there by J.R. Holt.
Bynum, then Garcia, inside the lane with authority, missed.
You cannot do that. You cannot force that stuff. You've got to hit the jump shot to bring them out, and they're not doing it. Yeah.
Foul is called on
Seems that way. Well, fouls on number 7 is his first foul. Long rebound, and CSKA is hurting them with the long rebounds here. Great possession for them.
Another possession for CSKA. What a confidence. Back to Smodis, back to the basket. Double team. Triapa, fake. Pass to Rex.
whole team there, leaving Lang over the other side. That's suicide, and they're up 7. And they're just about to put this game away if Maccabi isn't careful.
Vujicic now will find Garcia. Got it by Langdon. Blumenthal. Shot fade. Back to Garcia. Garcia again. Against Modis.
Horrible shot. They're really killing themselves at the offensive end with forces by Garcia and by Will Bynum. They need to get a good shot. Blumenthal hasn't been a factor.
Strangling them. Now they go to Modis. Down low.
Well, they're very lucky there, okay? They did a good job, but they're also fortunate. Smoltz never loses that kind of possession.
It's a roll, Bynum inside the lane, out of control, but foul was not.
Yeah, Smoltz, he kind of spent a foul there. He just grabbed him, you know, and so that's not a good idea. He's going to be going out now. David Anderson's coming back in. And Langdon's going out, and we have Papa Lucas back in. So they take out 2 guys, and they put in 2 all-European superstars. He knows who he has. He knows his guys. He knows what they can do, and he plays them. Bynum, free throws that mean the world here right now. Boy, they're down. They made that one. They were down 7. Now they're down 6.
Captain of Maccabi, Derek Sharp, is ready to step in. He had a great impact off the bench in the semifinal against Siena. Here it comes for Alex Garcia.
Good move by Sharp. Garcia was forcing too much. Sharp's more of an outside player. They need that right now. They need Sharp. And when he's in there, Blumenthal also does something. At least the other day, that's what it went.
Got 6 scouts. They go immediately into a couple of scouts this outside. Good penetration. Now they go to Anderson. Holden comes to the corner. Anderson turnaround jumper.
Well, now let's see if Bynum can get Blumenthal and Sharp fouled.
Bynum inside the lane.
Oh, well, he got himself involved there. And they've had a little bit of a run here. 4-0 from -7 to -3 now.
9 points.
He has to pick his spots. We've said that, and they got it. If they had just made their free throws, they'd be in this game. They'd be tied.
More than a couple of minutes. 93 out. Not a contact, not one goal. She's down. We'll go 1-on-1 against Blumenthal. What a matchup. Oh, what a good one. He's touches the ball, keeps it alive.
Yeah, Maccabi's ball. Sosowskis is complaining about a foul, but hey, you go in there and take that step-around shot like he did, anything can happen. There's going to be a timeout. Ettore Messina is very upset. He saw his team go up by 7, and then they took on a 4-0 run by Maccabi, and Maccabi has the ball. So Messina, very wisely, takes timeout to stop the flow of the game.
The crowd is very much into the game, yelling and singing for the team, especially the
Boy, look at the face on Ettore Messina, who's talking to his guys, okay? He knows what he wants there. Do you understand? You know, he's telling, do you understand what he's very demanding here? And he's looking right at his guy and he's talking to him, okay? He's talking to Griaf here. Sorry, I mistook him for Anderson. He's more or less telling Griaf, hey, you never play. I put you in the game. This is your chance. I expect you to do a good job. And he's telling his guys right now, I think, hey, they're not going to go home. They're not going to give up. We got to play our 40 minutes. And they'll do it.
Because we didn't see one minute of the zone force in the final force.
Well, I think they showed a little bit a couple of times, you know, but not a big deal. They know they've got to get it done man to man. It's man on man. It's you and your man. You know why they want? Here's Arvydas Sabonis, a super player. You know why coaches like man to man, aside from the fact it's probably the best way to play defense, but because there's also personal responsibility. You know, you've got to guard him. You have to guard the other guy, and so forth. So each guy knows he has to help his teammate, and he can expect help, but he has to take some responsibility. That's why coaches like it.
Now Eliyahu to Will Bynum. Bynum again.
Blumenthal. Could he get it in there? And he tied the game. What did I say? Sharp on the floor. Bynum. Well, here there's a foul.
Foul is on Derek Sharp.
Yeah, Derek Sharp. Nice pass. And Blumenthal, you can't give him that shot. And they did a nice job. And Will Bynum That's probably one of the best little jobs of playmaking I have ever seen him do. Very nice job by Will Bynum, and Blumenthal was sharp on the floor. He has a little more space. He was open, and he's guarding Papaloukas again. Yes. Now, well, Hettery's going to take him out in a second. He's seen about enough of that.
Obviously, Bynum creating havoc with a pass. Touch it.
Yeah, Eliao should have held on to that ball, and Bynum saying, come on, man. I give you that pass. That's an assist. You got to score with that, baby. Smotis is in the game. That's all for crap. He won't get back in the game tonight. He had his chance. Hettery gave him a chance, and he's seen enough.
Now, Papaloukas, Langdon, hold it.
Yeah. That was a horrible loss of possession by Maccabi. Knocked out, but also Eliao. If I am sure if I take Eliao out of the game, he's not going to get Batista back in. He's going to guard Smotis. Yeah, there's going to be a couple of minutes of the bonus. They're going to have 2 free throws. Real bad play. Yeah, somebody, but Eliao is just, and he's a good player, but he's not playing well right now. Yeah, well, he's death on free throws. He's gotten better every year. That's the thing I like about Smotis. Bynum's working too hard on that there.
1-on-1 against Langdon all the way.
But he's too difficult a shot.
Papaloukas says that to run. Papaloukas all the way. Timeout on the floor.
Yeah. Well, Svi Sherf, he saw too much forcing. It's time to get Bynum out of the game. Too many forces in there. I will say something I shouldn't say. Halperin. Go with Halperin, okay? He's played horribly. Not horribly. He hasn't played well in the first 2 games, but he's a playmaker more than Bynum is. You need somebody who's going to get the ball to Sharp and Blumenthal. Sharp hasn't had a shot yet. That's your job. Those are your shooters. He's not doing that. He's looking for his drive, the difficult pass underneath, and it's not worked for him. Yeah. Well, we're almost at the half. Less than a minute to go in the second quarter. We saw a shot of Pepo Fernandez, the Spanish national team coach.
It would be to win this EuroLeague because this is the anniversary of the team. All of the basketball legends like yourself, many great players and coaches and referees are here in the stands.
Yeah, there's a lot of them here tonight. A few of them went home. Tino Meneghin had to get back to Milan, I know. A few others left, but I saw most of them were still in the hotel coming over. I came over on a bus with Dali Pagic, we see Bodie Roga and Sabonis here. I saw a lot of the other guys. Ursula was coming over.
I saw Bob Morse.
Bob Morse is here. So a lot of the guys that made the top in the coach, we saw Malikovic here. He was shown. So Pini Gershon, I saw him tonight. So they're here. They want to see this. It's in your blood. You've been a part of it, and you want to see it.
Vujicic, Blumenthal, Eliao, Sharp, and Bynum on the floor for Coach Sheriff.
They need a basket.
Bynum and Vujicic.
They need a basket.
But Langdon is on Bynum. Crossover. Bynum goes all the way, but missed another one.
Well, if he's missing, they're not good shots, okay? It looked like he had it, but he moved around in midair, and he wants the call. Well, you can't be looking for the call in the European final, my man. You got to make the shot.
Lucas behind the back, but here's Smotis for 3. Miss. Rebound by him.
Here is the last shot of the quarter, and they better hang on to it. So he's one shot. Sherp is telling him to get one shot, and I'm pretty sure Bynum is going to force the play. He hasn't got Derek Sharp involved yet. And if I'm Svi Sherp at halftime, I'm going to think about it. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds.
Bynum got it by Langdon.
He's going to do it all himself.
3-pointer. And he makes it. And a foul. Oh
my gosh.
Can you believe it?
Unbelievable. I thought he was going to make a big mess of this play. I could not have been more mistaken. And Caspi's going in for Vujicic. There's 2 seconds to go. They don't want to give up the long pass. This is an unbelievable turn of events here. They were in big trouble, and Bynum kept the ball way too long. And then, 3-point shot while he's being fouled by Trajan Langdon. Bad foul by Langdon. He can argue all he wants. You shouldn't be there to do that.
4-point play. For Will Bynum misses. Anderson. Papaloukas from the length of the floor misses, and that's the end of the first quarter.
42-41. CSKA Moscow. We've got a game on our hands, Richard.
Could we expect more than this?
No, this is a great game, and I keep thinking CSKA is going to go away with it, but Maccabi's hanging in there. They play 40 minutes, like we said at the start, so it's going to be a 40-minute game. This game, like the game before, Siena went into overtime. We could be headed, Rick, we could be headed for an overtime.
Here we go for the second half of the final of the EuroLeague. Now Bynum got it by Holden. Ball to Vujicic, got it by Morris. Now Terrence Morris there. There'll be a couple of screens, a baseline screen and a vertical one, and Caspi attacking Siskowskis.
Yeah.
The foul is on Siskowskis.
Yeah, and they're talking to each other there.
There'll be a little bit of an assistant call.
Yeah. Caspi said, okay, no problem. There was some contact. Caspi does a pretty good job of getting brought down. Inbounding from underneath the basket. These are dangerous plays. We saw CSKA score on one, but Maccabi's not going to score on one.
Morris, right again. Playing game with Vujicic. Pass deflected by...
Horrible pass by Bynum. This is his problem. He's a turnover-prone player.
Holden, double high post connection with Teska. Another screen and roll. Siskowskis, now there's a switch. It's got it by Vujicic. Attacking inside the lane. Pumping. Call and foul call of Bynum.
Yeah, Bynum tried to steal the ball. But you've got to understand now, Siskowskis, here he is, the best one-on-one player in Europe.
Not a bad foul anyway from Bynum. That was a risky situation for Vujicic. So that's the question. Now Morris will hold it. Stagger screens for Siskowskis. Back to Holden. Three-pointer. Gerald.
Yeah, there you go. Off to a real good start. Needed that shot, and JR is the man.
Siska, Bynum to Vujicic. Isolation on the side. Finds Caspi on a nice baseline cut, but then
horrible miss by Caspi. And Maccabi's making mistakes, and CSKA is not making mistakes. You cannot make mistakes against CSKA. They won't forgive you.
Holden, back-to-back play.
There you go.
Holden.
They're up 7. And boy, this game is taking on an effect right here. Maccabi is in deep trouble after a great comeback in the second quarter. But they're in big trouble. Big trouble.
That is a very aggressive, very focused. Now Bynum tries to attack the lane again. Vujicic, on Caspi. There he goes. Ball is deflected, saves the ref, so it will be yellow ball, but only 5 seconds.
They're not playing well. They started off poorly. Maccabi in this third quarter.
Caspi, drive, floater, missed, bounces.
This game is right now hanging in the balance. If CSKA plays well for another 2 or 3 minutes, they can blow this thing wide open.
Notice Langdon found them. They're sharp. Yeah. Langdon taking from the left and then right sharp. Caught by surprise.
Well, here's Boothball going in because Caspi's missed a couple of things you can't miss. They've got trouble here.
Holden again. Holden. Finds Anderson. Stone is wide open. Straight from the corner. Miss. But Siskowskis deflects and Holden goes for 3. Miss again. Terrence Morris.
Big rebound. Huge rebound for Maccabi. CSKA was attacking 2 or 3 times with offensive rebounds. You can't do that.
Final. Second lane. By Vujicic. Foul 4.
Yeah, good tactical foul by CSKA. They create that play. I think they need Garcia to back in here. That's a big loss for CSKA. He's playing great.
Marcus Curry played only 3 minutes 42 in the first half.
Yeah, well, Bynum is forced. He kind of makes it. I think that a lot of little guys have that kind of talent. It's up to him to get a game when it's not up. It's up to him to get Derek Sharp involved. It's up to him to get Luke involved. He's got to do that. He's got to get Terrence Moore. He did that last game. The other game against Siena, he had a nice alley-oop. Terrence Moore.
Now they have Henderson and Rose.
Yeah, well, they got it back down to 5 points. But CSKA's got the ball, and they're going right to the jugular vein here.
Over on the sideline. They go to Anderson. Anderson will attack Vujicic. Back to the basket. Turn around. Jump hook. The basket for David Anderson.
You can't let him get that ball there. He loves that position there. When he catches it there, he's got a nice jump hook.
Bynum held by Anderson outside to Vujicic. To Boris, three-pointer in front of the rim. And they're holding the ball. There's a whistle. See what it is called.
It's a foul ball after he's protesting. But it's not going to do him any good.
Let's take a look.
Maccabi's lucky to get this ball back. That was a possession. Lucky.
Comes out by Scousers by Vujicic. Cut by Morris. Cut. Turnaround layup. Yes.
They're missing easy shots. That's suicide against CSKA. CSKA 7 points up in the ball hand. They can really start to blow this thing wide open.
Scousers from 3-point range. Missed. Foul is called away from the ball on the screen. Well, there will be a rebound for
Jay Sherb was going to be going to the I don't know why he doesn't already have a piece. Oh, nice steal by him.
Morris. And another steal by Holden. What the effort from Holden.
Morris did a good job of dribbling that ball. He's that kind of guy. He's just not a good dribbler.
So Maccabi get another position. Close the gap. They're down 7. Plenty of time.
Much good, though. He's the most dangerous guy at the inbound.
Bynum, another 3-pointer. Miss. Vujicic is there.
Super rebound. Important. Life-saving rebound by Vujicic. Too late to get the ball off.
Vujicic knows exactly what to do with the ball.
This game is taking on a whole different shape here. Maccabi's taking a true mistakes.
I believe they will look to try to cleanse it now. They're running a couple of speeds again. Holden to Anderson. Will Langel to take the shot. 3-pointer. The first miss of the game. Rebound Morris.
He traveled. He wasn't called.
Sharp.
Sharp should have taken shots. He hasn't taken a shot tonight.
That's a drop for both teams. Vujicic got it by Green. Morris. Very sharp. There he goes. Missed the three. And he rebounds for Green.
They're just not playing well. They've only scored 2 points in 5 minutes. They're really in big trouble. No offensive fire.
David Anderson. That's where
he wants it. He's always got the answer. You stop him going inside, he spins towards the baseline, and he has great touch. Well, look at it.
Now Bynum.
And they're up 9
Bynum. Inside the lane. A lot of contact and a foul is going to be holding.
9-point lead for Jessica. And this is big trouble for Maccabi. Bynum's trying to do it all by himself, and I'm very sorry to tell Will Bynum this, but he can't do it by himself.
Alex Garcia and Chris Galan on this side.
Sharp goes out. they're in big. You can't go 9 points down. I guess yes. Nobody's trying to one of those guys who can stop for 3 quarters and the fourth quarter. He'll just go to the ball.
Michael makes another one. 7-point lead CSKA.
Yeah, and I don't think Maccabi better play some defense.
Less than 5 minutes to play in the third. Beautiful Lucas. Screen for Anderson. Holden. Outside the arch. Gets into the lane. Foul by Batista.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. I don't know what you can really do against CSKA, but I would definitely, if I were sure, and again, he's got the guys, I would be pressing man-to-man all court. He's got Cummings coming in. This is a good move. Biden's out. He's hurt him. He's done some good things. Too many guys. I'd be pressing. Here's a small point. They're letting Papaluka stand out there with the ball over his head and make passes. You've got to pressure the passer. Don't give him an easy pass. The pass is just as important as overplaying the receiver.
What your prediction is from those three goals for the first time?
2 for 2. He never missed. He's a machine. He has the most perfect shooting technique. His positioning with his hands, just the fingerprints on the ball. Watch him. Beautiful. And he missed one. Wow. Spoke too soon. Unbelievable.
Now, Tigo Cummings. Tigo Garcia. Trying to run play for Batista.
Very. Why isn't he playing? Why didn't he start in the second half? I don't know. Just got knocked out. A lot of pieces. Yeah, great timing. Came in and he touched the ball and went off a CSKA player. But they're 9 points down. There's 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. And you call it Thomas Rest. He's in Greenwich. He's going to get in this game. I mean, Thomas Rest. You got it with these ones.
He needs to find a solution for this guy.
Well, listen. And his speed because he can block a shot. He's a big guy. It's 2 shots because the goalkeeper I'm surprised he did 3 for 3. Very worried looking guy, but Edgar, you're ahead by 8 points, my man. Of course. He's done a very good job. He's been their MVP. Here's pressing. I kind of like this idea. Even though you're not going to take the ball away, you can back up their offense a little. Pressure them. That's it. Get the hands up in the basket. Not a bad job by Blue.
Holden. Undisputed is wide open. He makes the two right there.
Yeah, well, that's him. We've seen him do that.
Nice pass from Timbo. Nice spacing. Now Batista again in the low post.
Wow. Terrible mistake. And I'm telling you right now, one more. There you go. That's you can't do it. That's just not good. That's just not good. It's just not intelligent basketball. And so they're beating themselves right now. In this whole third quarter, they've only scored 8 points. They have not played well. They were averaging averaging like 21 points a quarter. They're not doing a good job here at all.
3 minutes 17, and we haven't really seen the small ball of Bashir so far. Small line.
I'm telling you right now, if CSKA comes down and gets a 3 here, this game's over. They're playing extremely well, and as always happens with veteran the CS teams, as the game goes on, their defense gets better. Their president,
You gotta suck it up now.
tell your fans, hey fans, we want to hear you. We're going to make it fun. And the folks from Maccabi are
after the spirit of the timeout and so forth.
Yeah. Well, he knew he needed to say a few things to him that last time out. He said them. So now, well, he's got a good combination. Goree's in there now.
Goree understated with Holden, Mamalukas, Langdon, Moseska, Cummings, Morris.
And you got your small ball in there. Because it's Batista. Well, Morris is not a real center. And Vujicic is in.
Holden with the ball. Attacking the turn game again. Langdon. Holden. Attacking. Fadeaway jumper. Miss and rebound.
Very nice rebound with Luke. But they need a couple of threes here. They're in big trouble. They're nearly out of business here.
They're on play for Garcia. Or Rosenthal. Rosenthal with a J.
Wow. Well, that's a 2-point shot, but what they need 2 points. Lucas is letting Papaloukas bring it down.
To Langdon against Garcia. 10 seconds to shoot. Langdon. Garcia very active on defense. Trey Holden. 4 to shoot. He's left on the floor and Garcia can go all the way. Let's see if he goes for it. He misses. He's right. Why does he shoot?
Very, very, very stupid. Very stupid. That's how to lose a game. Garcia's just killing them now. He's just one mistake after another, and Fisher is going to have to get him out.
Pressure, love, Garcia.
Well, as soon as he looked back, you knew he was in trouble. You cannot look back when you're breaking on the open.
I don't know if what to dunk or go for a layup. That's the best way to do it.
If he's going to dunk, do it with 2 hands. He's a little guy. You're going to lay it up, lay it off the glass.
Right on the line, shoot 2.
Dennis Beal did his job. There you go, Trey John Langdon. We're up 8 points again.
No question who's going to be the MVP. Just the league.
Oh, yeah, he's done a beautiful job today. Here's a guy that plays smart. Here's a guy that doesn't make mistakes. Whatever he does, it's the right thing. The South is back in for him.
He plays something.
Oh, yeah, he's come up with a couple of possessions for him, so he's done a great job. Well, CSKA is in charge right now. 2 minutes ago.
Come in, but that's
now they said you lost time. Here they are. They're cheering. It's be sure. It's be you're in big trouble. I'll tell you right now.
Maccabi down 9.
Bad shot by Terrence Morris. Really forcing the situation.
How he goes under the arm.
Yeah. Well, Jesus is in the game right now. We know this guy can play. We saw him with Benedict Treviso. They won a championship. Another free throw. Well, this is Maccabi. If they lose this game, somebody once said, you don't win championship games, you lose it. And Maccabi is going to lose this one. Honest, missed free throws, horrible plays under the basket. This last dunk of the last one. Internally, forced plays.
Big up backhand for Goree. Just
yeah. Well, Cassidy's back in. He's got to go back in. Well, both coaches are trying to get players in at a certain time, and they haven't been able to do it. Yeah. Well, they're not exactly that small, but you're right.
The only thing that is getting in that they have to stop for the play. Upon a block by Batista.
Very nice block by Batista.
Found Casper at the line, at the baseline.
Another missed shot right under the basket. Within the range, within 1 meter of the basket, they missed a ton of shots. They're just killing themselves.
Speed by Magnus Spiegel.
Just letting him pass the ball.
Magnus Spiegel. Batista grabbed it.
Intentional foul. Flagrant foul. They're going to get 2 free throws. Magnus Spiegel's terrible on free throws. They'll probably miss both of them, but they keep the ball. Bad play. Yeah. Bad basketball by Maccabi in this third quarter. Really bad. They only scored 11 points and they made a ton of mistakes. 18 to 11. Well, we know Magnus Spiegel, he can't make free throws at 8. And the thing about it is they don't even go straight. They go left, they go right. He's never even close. Well, he was close there. Huge for him. Well, they got him out. They still can't do it. The referees know the rule. There they go again. They kept the ball.
Skauskas. Anderson. Back to Skauskas. Won it by Batista. Will attack it. Finds Papaloukas. Shot fake. What a back foot. Chiefis. Misses this. And Casper with the ball.
Yeah, Papaloukas jumped in there and he fouled him with his face. Well, here Maccabi gets my mistake. Papaloukas. Well, they're not making free throws. Casper has terrible free throw technique. I don't think they need one of these. Well, they need one. He's got terrible technique. He needs to work on that. I haven't made a good prediction here yet. 2 for 2 for Casper. Well, here's mine. Here's Trajan Langdon. And here's your small ball, Ricardo, which both teams have kind of gone small here. The only big man on the floor for Maccabi is Casper. Well, Batista kind of, sort of, but no real center out there. Let's see if they can put some defensive pressure. Well, Siskauskas is so good one-on-one. And the thing about Siskauskas, even though he's into his dribble, even off the dribble, he's quick. And he can get in very well. Here we go again. It's 8 points. It's going to be 9 in the second here. Well, there they go. And boy, they only got 21 seconds here. And they need a basket. They can't go down. They can't go into this fourth quarter 9 points down against the CSKA.
I don't
believe Will Bynum. He made another big three from -9 to -6 now for Maccabi Tel Aviv, but CSKA is in charge of this game.
You're watching a replay of the 2008 Final Four on EuroLeague.tv. Be sure to subscribe to see a new champion crowned live from May 11th to the 13th at the 2012 Turkish Airlines EuroLeague Final Four in Istanbul.
The EuroLeague Final Four, live on EuroLeague TV for only €9.99.
This thing is heating up big style.
Hang on to your hat. It's a reverse jam by Papanikolaou.
They are going to the Final Four in Istanbul, Turkey.
You better not bring it in here. Juan Carlos Navarro.
The best of European basketball, live on EuroLeague TV, just one click away. This is the Final Four.
He should be doing a little bit more of that. Okay, he's got 19 points here.
19 points. Small lineup experiment is over for Coach Messina. Small is an Anderson.
Yeah, well, Ether is a genius at this stuff. He knows he's got to have those guys in the fourth quarter. And really
now, Blumenthal, who was Johnny Papaloukas before, now he's on Matthias Morris.
Yeah.
The foul is...
Well, I will tell you this. Blumenthal is a fine offensive player. He's also an excellent rebounder. He's also an excellent offensive rebounder. But he's not a rebounder.
They will have the task of guarding Morris. Anderson, shot fade, inside the lane. Goes for the layup. Misses, and Garcia is there with the number.
Yeah, big missed shot, big rebound. Maccabi needs something here. They need a three.
Blumenthal, Holder, denied the ball to Bynum. It goes to Batista. Got it by Anderson. Batista, Rainbow hook, misses.
Another close shot. Within 1 meter of the net.
17 points, 4 or 5 on the final 6 on the triple line for Roger Langdon. Langdon to Siskauskas. Three-pointer. Ramonas. Siskauskas.
That could be big here. 9 points, 9 minutes. The old Peterson formula here. If you're down by more points than there are minutes to play, you're in big trouble.
Bynum finding Blumenthal. Three-pointer for him. Miss. Rebound into the hands of Roger Langdon.
When you know you got to make a three, it's a tough shot.
Fourth rebound for Roger Langdon. Another foul for Devin Woodson. That's the third. Yeah, second foul.
He's going out here, I think. How big for
off the bridge?
Yeah. He has been in for the first quarter. This could be the game, or this could be the ball game.
Bynum is on Smolers.
Wow. Bad pass by JR. I'm very surprised to see that.
Bynum, his own thing. Three-pointer, miss. Batista, 5-4.
Yeah.
Yellow ball. Raise the lead. Garcia. Finding Blumenthal. Got it by Smolers. Batista again. Three-pointers. Miss. The goal is...
We got the ball trapped up on the camera there, and I sort of think it maybe just stayed there. Oh, here they come with it. There they come. Siskauskas is going to give him a hand here. Nice job. Siskauskas, very nice job.
66-57.
this game. 8 minutes to go. 9 points down to Maccabi. They are in trouble as they have been since the start of the third quarter.
CSKA. Hold them. 1-2. He misses. Garcia.
Big rebound. They got to play this one right. They need horrible play.
Steals the ball.
Horrible play. Yeah, Bynum just bad basketball.
Holden. Back to Holden. Finds Anderson. Got a pushing foul. CSKA up 9.
And CSKA has not made a foul in this fourth quarter. No ball. They got 4 fouls. So they take him out, they put in the great Papa Lucas right there. That's the team. Tap in by David Anderson. Beautiful pass. Just letting Sosowskis pass the Papaloukas pass the ball. They're not pressuring with high hand pressure.
That communication.
10 points here, my man. And if it goes to 11 here, I don't see any sign of life with Maccabi. They're in such a deep hole. They were able to dig out of it against Siena. But this is CSKA Moscow, the best team here. That's the second time he's hit it. Kind of a tough foul. It's noticeable. Twice when he did. First 2 quarters, Maccabi just has not played well.
Ball, Garcia, pointer, in and out.
The window is closing. Less than 7 minutes. 11 points, and they have the ball in their hands. CSKA Moscow down to David Anderson. Money in the bank, folks.
Outside the small, it's 3-pointer. Matthias Modis.
Well, you saw the look on Zabishir's face. He took time out, but he knows what the story is here.
71-57. Matthias Modis was 0 for 9 in the semifinal and 0 for 3 here. What a perfect timing to hit this 3-pointer.
Yeah, well, that's what a great player is. He doesn't worry about the ones he's missed. He's only thinking about this shot right now. So Maccabi is out of business. 8-0 in this fourth quarter after a 21-16 third quarter. They just have not played well on offense. Just horribly on offense. In 3 minutes and 19 seconds in this fourth quarter, when they needed points desperately, they were only 6 down starting the quarter. They played horribly. Okay, they just made mistakes that they don't make. They force the play, and now they know they have to shoot and make too much pressure.
71-57. 8-0 run for Moscow.
Yeah.
Tightening up their defense and finding good solutions on offense.
Yeah, they're doing a real good job. There's Mickey Berkowitz. Former star of Maccabi. Watching the whole thing. One of the top 50 legends also.
So let's see now what the lineup is.
And Derek Sharp saying, come on, we can still do it.
Sharp is the captain, and Arden Soul is the captain.
Well, I'm afraid that whatever Maccabi does right now, it's too little too late. CSKA, as finally as we knew we sensed was going to happen, they've blown this thing open now. They're 14 up, and there's less than 7 minutes to go.
Bynum helper in Garcia, Blumenthal, and Morris. The smallest lineup so far for Coach Sheriff. Bynum inside the lane. Contact, layup, and great job by Fashion. Yeah, tapping the ball out. I believe it was him.
And they're CSKA is no foul. Maccabi already
nice Blanco tapping the ball.
Good job. You can tackle it. It's in there. It's not down, but it's free play.
Cody's sealing the game.
That's Will Bynum. His shot had to have a break there, and he didn't get it. Too much t-shirt is taken off his coat. It's all perspiration there.
Cody's 5 consecutive points. Yeah. Gives CSKA a 16-point lead. 6:32 left in the fourth quarter. Foul is made. Shea Holden.
Survey Sheriff's going to fight right to the end. He says, why did you call the foul up? So it was 5-1 foul. Not very 5-0. Not very fair. That's his idea. But you got to make the shots, Coach. They've had some bad performances tonight. Really only Batista played well. Casper at the start of the game. A few instances by
Shot three-pointer misses. Even
it's all over. You know, CSKA is just a great shot. It's a whistle. I don't know why. They call that 8 seconds. 8 seconds, all right. played very well for Maccabi Tel Aviv tonight, and Trajan Lang was super for
73-61. 12-point lead, 3:37. Only a miracle can bring Maccabi to the European title this year. They made a long way. They made great strides. They played great playoff in the quarterfinals, the semifinal, getting back from the greatest comeback in history of the Final Four, down 18 in the second half, the second quarter.
Is that official, Ricardo? It's the biggest comeback ever?
I believe so.
It's the biggest one I remember.
Now this CSKA Moscow team, coached by Anthony Messina, is only 3 minutes and 37 away. Their second EuroLeague title of the millennium.
Second in 3 years after they won it in 2006, beating Maccabi. Lost the final last year by 2 points in Athens to a team from Athens, United Coast, by only 2 points. Great job. And here in Madrid, they're going to take Maccabi Tel Aviv again. Hector Messina will have his 4th European title.
Thanks to the once again.
Too late. And now they're pressing. They should have pressed more. They should have done a lot of this pressing. I would do that against CSKA. I thought it was a great idea. They did it too late.
They're looking for Smoldies. Now the foul.
Well, too little, too late, too aggressive, Alex Garcia. They already stopped the dribble. You don't want to make that foul. Anderson's going out because Messina wants to get the ball and his ball handles. Get free throw shooters in the game. Yeah, he's got it.
Makes the first.
And advance for CSKA. Getting ready to celebrate. I've been to a lot of these Final Fours, Rick, and this is the one I've enjoyed the most. Not just because I got the award, but you know, it was just a great event.
Everything is ready for the final act of this game. So, huge props to Maccabi Tel Aviv for coming here, getting to the final.
great job.
Moscow, such a great team, deep bench, great coach, great players. They had to overcome their share of injuries also.
Yeah.
Savasenko is out. Smoltz was out for 3/4 of the regular season. So they really did a great job.
Here's what they should have been doing the whole pressing, speeding up the pace of the game.
Malukas, Skauskas in the corner. Skauskas again, double team. They move the ball around. Smoltz is all alone in paint. They want to more time. Malukas now will attack, will go all the way.
But it's over, folks. There's 2 minutes to go in this game. There's 16 points. And the dance is over. Maccabi did a great job getting here. Hit a 3-point shot there. It's 30 minutes. Way too late. 2 minutes to go. And I will say this. We knew this. Siena had better television, so that's the first 2 minutes. They might have given CSKA a little bit better lead, but Maccabi did a great job in the first 2 quarters. They're right in the game in the next 3 quarters. They just fell apart.
8 to shoot. CSKA. Malukas. Now the yellow. Now the silent. And comes out. This is not the end.
Oh, he's the MVP. He's the MVP of MVPs. There's no question about it. And entering the scene is going back to the bench. You got it won, Edray. Relax, okay? He'll be celebrating in about 1 minute and 29 seconds on the clock. Thanks to be sure was really upset he's lost in the European final. You got to get to a final, like Coach Italian says. You can't lose a final unless you get to the final.
3 fouls on Derek Sharp.
They're working around here. And even then, they don't make the shot. And I'll tell you what here. Missed shots in the close. If they could have made, even though CSKA, they missed 3 points, and they forced them to make the shot. Not good basketball. Even in the first half, they could have gone to the locker room. I'm 7-8 points. A whole different game. Trust me. It's a whole different game. They didn't do it. CSKA, they're again. I don't want to say CSKA plays their game. In these games, you never play it. You got to play your game. They did a great job. Here's the nice one.
Smallest to Malukas. And with this win, CSKA becomes the second team for EuroLeague wins in Europe. The first one being the Aviv. CSKA moved to 6. EuroLeague European title for this. Maccabi stays tied with Varese at 5.
Milan has 3, so you got to give CSKA a lot of credit there. And boy, they don't look like they're going to slow down. Entering the senior signing contract, come back for another year. He'll probably keep all of these guys for another go at it, and they'll have experience, cohesion, everything else. Boy, you want to win the European title, you've got to get past CSKA Moscow. And brother, that's a job. I don't see how you can do it. They have the best team, they have the best coach, they have the best organization, and they deserve it.
Going back to players, Matthias Bolis with this win joins Derek Sharp and Tom Brewster. 3 EuroLeague wins. That's a huge accomplishment. Bolis is
And he had another final. With working through the Bologna, but he just went off.
So the score group of CSKA Moscow, of Smoltz, Anders, and Langdon, Coach Messina, will probably stay together at least 1 more year.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That means great chances to have them back.
They're not going to let them get away. Well, that's today. Sit down and relax, man. It's all over. You're up by 12 points. 47 seconds to go. There's no way in the world. J.R. Holdings got a serious face on him. Yeah, they did a great job. Yeah. But also, Jimmy Johnny has Bosky did a great job over there. Siena made a great comeback here. Seeing that Verbena, the enjoying this. That's their right to do it, boy. They've got a great team. They've got a great organization. They've got a great coach. And they have a great coaching staff. Everybody in the organization does a job. So this is a tremendous lesson.
How appropriate. Turkish Scout does the MVP of the season.
Yes.
He's sealing the game at the line. Now Maccabi with 2 more points. But this game is over. 20 seconds to go. They don't foul. Just represent the talking squad. It's Holden. Langdon.
It's going to be all over.
That's it. Also, Scouskas.
Eric Sharp. Scouskas said, hey, man, I'm going to let this game go over, you know. And Messina, Papa Lucas. And back when he's in the Papa Lucas said, Coach, you did a great job. After he said, you messed up my hair. Intentional foul. So we're going to get the ball back. 2 more free throws. Smogus is celebrating. They're all smiling. They're all happy. Well, they deserve it. They did a great job the whole year, the whole tournament. And Entry just did his usual bit. And he went down. Entry's down shaking hands with everybody. And he's going to shake hands with Sheriff down here. And Sheriff, you know, and Entry's leading the court here. I don't know the words. He's going to shake hands with the president. Langdon at the buzzer. Well, there's 3/10 of a second to go. Let him put the ball in the court. Let him put the ball in the court. It's over. 91-77. CSKA Moscow. And Entry is there. Embracing family, friends, everybody else.
What a great shot.
Yeah, great shot. He's a very happy guy. And I think that's his mom there.
It's been a very tough year.
Tough year. He lost his brother about a you know, so very emotional for Anthony, and he doesn't usually show emotion, but he has every right to there, so congratulations to
That
him.
makes him so much more human than he already is. He's a great guy. He's a great
Oh,
person.
yeah, we know he's a great guy.
Always available.
He's
for
all
everybody.
business, that's what it is, Rick. He's a businessman. This is his job. He comes to work.
But now
okay?
you see another face, right?
Yeah,
He's
that's
crying.
what his son, his
He's
wife.
family.
So congratulations to him, the CSKA Moscow, the shape of the president, organization. Great job by everybody. Rick, we've seen it, we've done it here. It's all over. Sports fans on EuroLeague TV.
I will go on till the award, the MVP, and so on. So
They're going to try to get the court cleared here.
still seeing Messina.
Yeah.
What a great shot. His family.
Yeah. Well, that's why you got to get back now and take the award, okay, my man? I did a fabulous job.
It's a great moment, even for a little bit for Italian basketball. Very happy for them.
Yeah, very much. Well, we had 2 Italian coaches here in the Final Four. One took 3rd place, Simone Pianigiani, and Ettore Messina took 1st place, you know, so great job by the Italian coaches in the tournament. But no less, Davis Bacchia from Croatia, and they did a great job here.
Francesco celebrating. They're going close to Ettore, where Ettore is in the 4th EuroLeague title for Ettore Messina. Probably the best European coach today.
Oh, yeah.
Probably with Coach Bradovic.
Yeah, I would say they're my opinion is they're the top 2. It's very difficult to choose between them. I think Bradovic has 6 or 7 titles, and Ettore now has 4, so he's closing in. Okay.
Now he's talking to his players, talking to Holden.
Yeah. Well, he's done a beautiful job, and so has the entire organization. This is the model organization of Europe, no question about it. Anybody else that's thinking about doing this, they better take a look at what CSKA does in terms of organization. They've kept the same coach, they've kept the same players, they've kept the same people, they built a nucleus of people together, and look at the results.
And they had one of the best players of the past EuroLeague, Scouskas, so it's really a huge moment. Now Papaloukas going to the standings to grab a Greek banner, Greek flag.
Yeah, well, he's very proud of that, and he got it, and he's out there. There's Smogus.
All smiles.
Everybody
All
smiles.
hugs between this formidable team, the players of this formidable team.
Absolutely.
First of all, what is the emotion like?
Gets the coach's
Man,
ride.
I'm telling you, to get back
Boy,
here
that's
again
a
after last
sensation.
year and win this year
And
is
he's
a good
smiling
feeling.
now. Well, cameras get that. We got Hector and Messina smiling, okay?
Everybody
That's a
contributed
rarity,
today.
so
I
great
can't
job
describe
by
my
Hector
emotions
and
right
Messina.
now.
Can you describe which aspect of your game you have improved in the last season, in the last years?
I think just my patience, you know. A lot of times people focus on me, and I just try to wait, try to help the team out in whatever respect I can. Give credit to our team today. They really looked for me, and everybody contributed today. It was a great win for us.
So what about your chemistry?
Our chemistry was great today. You know, the first half, we had a little bit of difficulty on the defensive end, and in the locker room, we knew we had to pick it up in the second half. And, you know, we did a pretty good job, but fortunately, Maccabi was missing some shots, and that helped us out.
Thanks a lot. Congratulations.
So the final ranking of this.
There's stretching leg.
We don't see it.
There he is. We can see from where we are right now. L.A. Moraine is faithful assistant coach. And boy, they got to be a couple of happy guys right now. Okay? And that Ray Messina, he's back for another year, boy. That's the worst possible news for the European League teams. Okay, he's the main man. There's no doubt about that. So, a great
CSKA
job.
Moscow wins the title. Maccabi second. Multipass Siena grabs the third place.
Italian joins fourth.
Italian fourth. Now everything is ready for the final ceremony. We're gonna give the awards. This unbelievable team. Audience, we thank also the EuroLeague fans for being with us.
Yes.
It's a tremendous experience. And we played Final Four, and hope everybody will join us next Final Four, next EuroLeague season, and the next Final Four in Berlin next
And
year.
follow the entire season on EuroLeague TV. It has been my pleasure, and I want to thank Sport Italia for lending me to you guys for these 2 nights. It's been my great pleasure, believe me, and I thank Sport Italia for letting me do this. It's been a pleasure working with you, Rick, and all of the guys here, okay? Gary Zedek and everybody else. And Papa Lucas just about ran in this dance to give somebody an embrace there. Andrea Trincari. I want to thank Andrea Bassani of the European League. Romano Petiti. Everybody really went out of their way, not just for us, but for all the press. And how many media do we have? There must be 2,000 media people here just at this end of the court. At least 1,500 people here. And they've done a great job for all of us. The press room is just organized. So we're working on the best final. I've done NBA finals, Rick. Just as good. This is just as good as any NBA final as far as the press and media are concerned.
Coach, I cannot do anything but join your things, and I want to thank you personally yourself. It's been a pleasure and honor for me to be here with you. That's it, sport fans, and see you soon for another great season of EuroLeague Basketball.
Bye, everybody. Take care. Bye.
Grazie mille, thank you. Gracias a los seguidores de Real Política. Son unos caballeros y unas damas. Gracias por apoyar este equipo de Europa. Ladies and gentlemen, you are making a great sport. We thank you on behalf of the EuroLeague. We invite you to join us next year in Berlin for the 2009 Final Four, where once again the best four teams of the EuroLeague, the best four teams of the continent, will come together to give us the spectacle that we've seen today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all. May you have a safe trip.